Everywhere you look online, somebody is claiming they make money while they sleep. A guy on a beach says he built a six-figure business in 6 months. Another person says they made $10,000 in a weekend with a faceless YouTube channel and print-on-demand store or some secret AI side hustle. What they rarely tell you is the passive income is not passive in the beginning, and most people quit before the hard part finally starts paying off. The truth about passive income is that it usually requires more work up front than a normal job, and more patience than people expect, and a lot more failure than social media ever shows you. But if you understand how it really works instead of chasing fantasy, passive income can absolutely change your life. But most people think passive income means making money without doing anything. And real passive income is building something once and then continuing producing value over time. And that could be a YouTube channel, a digital product, a dividend investment, a rental property, an online course, or affiliate marketing, or software, photography license, ebooks, or automated e-commerce. The reason people are attracted to it is simple. A normal job, it trades time for money. If you stop working, the paycheck stops moving too. And the passive income flips that model around. You put in time, effort, or money up front, and eventually the assets keep producing income long after the original work is done. And the internet has completely distorted how fast and easy it actually happens. And the biggest lie people believe is that passive income is quick money. And in reality, the first stage is usually the exact opposite. Imagine spending 6 months posting videos that barely get views. Imagine building a website nobody visits. Imagine writing an ebook that sells three copies. And most passive income projects feel dead for a long time before the momentum starts. And that delay destroys people's momentum because humans are wired to expect immediate rewards. In a regular job, you work today and get paid the next week. With passive income, you might work for an entire year before seeing meaningful results. Then the people who win are usually the ones who survive the boring stage longer than everyone else. Another thing nobody talks about is leverage. Passive income grows through leverage, meaning one action reaches many people at the same time. If you mow lawns, you can only mow 1 yard at a time. But if you make a video, build an app, or sell a digital template, thousands of people can buy it or watch it without you repeating the same labor every single time. And this is why content creators, software founders, and investors can eventually earn more than hourly workers. They build systems instead of constantly selling their hours, but leveraging also means competition is brutal because the internet rewards the best or the most consistent creators at scale. Most people fail because they underestimate the consistency. They try something for 2 weeks, see no results, then jump to another trend. And 1 month it's drop shipping, then Amazon FBA, then crypto, then AI automation, then faceless channels. The cycle repeats forever. And real passive income usually comes from sticking with one thing long enough to become skilled at it. And the internet makes everything look saturated, but most markets are filled with people who quit too early. And consistency is actually one of the biggest unfair advantages today because almost nobody has patience anymore. Financially, passive income also requires smart expectations. Most people will not replace their full time income immediately. Your first $100 online matters more than people think because it proves that the system works. Then you aim for 1,000, then 5,000, then passive income compounds slowly at first and then suddenly feels explosive later. This is why people say it looks like nothing is happening until everything starts happening. A YouTube channel with 50 videos can suddenly take off because the algorithm finally understands the audience. A blog with hundreds of articles can suddenly start ranking on search engines, and investments can suddenly snowball once compound interest kicks in. And small actions repeated over years create outcomes that look impossible to outsiders. And one of the smartest passive income strategies right now is creating digital assets. Digital products have almost no inventory costs and unlimited scaling potential. A single template or guide, editing preset, or course can sell thousands of times. And if you are looking at tools or equipment that help automate content creation, online businesses system, you know, Etsy. Etsy is a great one. But the important thing is understanding that technology is just a multiplier tool that helps, but the real value, it still comes from solving problems people care about. Another hard truth is that passive income is not completely passive forever. Rental properties need maintenance, YouTube channels need uploads, and websites need updates, and investments need monitoring. Customers need support, and more income streams are better described as semi passive. And the difference is that the amount of effort required later becomes much more smaller compared to the income being produced. A video you uploaded 2 years ago could still generate ad revenue today. A stock portfolio could pay dividends every quarter. An app could keep selling subscriptions while you sleep. The maintenance exists, but it becomes far more efficient than traditional labor. There's also a huge mindset shift that happens when you start building passive income. You stop thinking only about earning money and start thinking about owning assets. Wealthy people focus on home ownership because assets continue generating value. The middle class workers often depend entirely on active income, and that doesn't mean jobs are bad. Jobs can provide stability, experience, and startup capital, but relying only on one source of income is a risky world where industry changes constantly. And building even one small passive income stream gives you, more control over your future. Social media also hides survivorship bias. For every creator making millions, thousands make nothing and disappear quietly. And this is why chasing trends blindly is dangerous. You should choose a passive income model that actually fits your strength. If you hate making videos, forcing yourself into content creation probably will not last. And if you enjoy writing, blogging, or ebooks, may be a better fit. And if you understand investing, dividend stocks or real estate might make more sense. And sustainable passive income usually aligns with skills you can realistically improve for years. Another overlooked factor is trust. People buy from creators, brands, and businesses they trust, and that trust takes time to build. Someone might watch your videos for 6 months before buying anything from you. Someone might read your posts for a year before trusting your advice. And that delay frustrates people who expect instant results. But the truth is, one of the most valuable assets online because once people trust you and opportunities multiply fast, affiliates, income, sponsorships, product sales, memberships, and partnerships all become easier when an audience believes you consistently provide value. And if you're interested in tools that can help you build an online income stream, there's many outlets. There's the Etsy, eBay, and at the end of the day, the truth about passive income is, but they're both less glamorous and more powerful than social media makes it seem. It is not magic money. It is delayed reward created through ownership, leverage, consistency, and patience. And most people never experience it because they quit during the invisible stage where results have not appeared yet. But the people who keep learning, keep building, and keep improving eventually create systems that earn money long after the original work was finished. And passive income is not about escaping work completely, it's about building a life where your effort today can continue paying you tomorrow, next year, and maybe even decades from now. If you found value in today's video, please subscribe. That's all I ask is just subscribe if you found value because we're looking to grow this channel. And without the subscription base, we just can't do it. That's how YouTube works. So if you could, just do that for me because I want to see you on the next one. We're going to be here tomorrow and I'd love to see you then too. Have a good day and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.